3, 2, 1. All right. There we go. That Chevy is so anxious right now. Can't believe it. Hey there everyone, welcome to DM Car Reviews. Today we have a 2017 Dodge Challenger RT Shaker. This is the 392 with the 6.4 liter. I want to say huge shout out to Christian at Sheehy Nissan of Manassas in Virginia for providing me this Dodge. If you're looking for a car, reach out to him. All his information will be in the right hand corner of the screen. Let's get started. This design has been out for pretty long. This is the two-door version of pretty much the famous Charger. I believe the first Challengers were made in the 1960s. There's really no point in getting to the back seats, it's going to be very cramped. But let's open up the engine bay and the trunk and check that out. The trunk here is a whole different kind of challenge. It's very heavy and you gotta pull it up and then it's gonna fall down. All right, nice good trunk, a lot of space. Okay, we got the 392 Hemi. There it is, there it is. Look at that, what a beautiful masterpiece. It's a mean looking car. All right. So, sitting inside the cabin of this 2017 Challenger, the first thing that comes to mind is how huge this interior is. There's a lot of space here for the shoulders. It feels really big in here, more like a truck. It gives you like more of a truck feeling rather than a car. We got a good big steering wheel with paddle shifters, made out of nice leather. Everything here is soft to touch, all soft material. This is leather, everything is very nice and soft. We have some attractive styling, attractive silver plastic. We got dual zone climate or sport mode, and then we can do the super track pack. We even have launch control, drive mode setup, sport mode setup, and we can customize whatever we want here. We got the Bluetooth, the different apps, heated, ventilated seats, the sunroof. Let's do the horn test. All right, let's get started. So our storage compartments. Alrighty. This is one of those cars that you can own where your neighbors will absolutely hate you. And look at that, 2 TRXs, huh? T-Rex. When you start up this car in the morning, everybody's gonna be waking up in your neighborhood. Oh my goodness gracious. That felt really scary. That was really scary. Whew. It just starts wobbling. I've driven a handful of these Chargers, the Scat packs, the wide body ones, and the only one that actually felt somewhat safe and stable was the wide body. These ones will fishtail like crazy. They're gonna be like wagging their tails just like that. You can hear the exhaust system in the back. It's pretty loud if you're giving it some gas, but if you're staying off the pedal, you don't hear it too much. Obviously we are in sport mode, but that doesn't really change anything. There's a lot of torque down below. You can tell that this is a very powerful machine. It's got power, it's got torque, and it wants to go. But at the same time, it's really scary to go because you feel like you just have no control over it whatsoever. And we're not even in like the sport, you know, traction mode or whatever it's called. Sport mode setup, yeah. You'll get wheel spin from doing literally anything. The gas mileage is not the best. You're looking at about 12-14 mpg in real life. As you can see, we have slightly under half a tank and our range is like 41 miles. Wow. Good power, excellent power. And this Challenger, it actually makes you feel every bit of it. It makes you remember that you gotta hold your steering wheel like this. You can't just be sitting like this, and you gotta hold it like this, and you gotta be holding it tight. And you gotta control and feel the car. This to me feels scarier than the Tesla Plaid that I drove. This feels more uncontrollable and more raw. It's like a raw experience. Oh, jeez. Also, this side wind is not helping at all. Ooh. The downshifts and the kick is instant. Now let's talk about the ride. The ride is rather comfy. It is to the stiffer side. You can definitely feel the road when you're driving. Some minor bumps. They are noticeable, but they are not. This is not RS5 stiff. If you've noticed from my other reviews, I will say that the stiffest car that I've ever driven is actually the Audi RS5. And whenever I compare a car's stiffness, I always compare it to the RS5. Now, if it's RS5 stiff, it means it's like out of this world stiff. But this is not RS5 stiff. This is better in terms of the ride. It's more comfy. Ooh. I love the sound and the downshifts. Let's go into normal. Yeah, see, changing the modes, there's no difference. The sound is still the same. There's that rumble, and you want to keep it at a certain RPM range to not hear the vibration and the rumble that the exhaust causes. I feel like if I drive this car for very long, I will get kind of tired of it, like have a headache from all of this constant sound getting pumped into the cabin. But if we were to go in manual mode, yeah, this is 8th gear. Even in 8th gear, like, you got to keep it like 2-something thousand RPM to not hear the exhaust drone as much. Let's check how accurate the speedometer here is. At 67 miles per hour, it's showing 67 per the GPS. Right on the dot. Talking about the seat comfort, I think these are fairly comfortable seats. The headrest is a little bit too far back, I feel like safety-wise, but the seat structure itself is not bad. You got good shoulder support, you got good side support, and I like the way the seat feels. Like the material on it, the Alcantara, feels very high quality. So I like the seat. The steering, I mean, I got mixed feelings on it. It's more like a boat, but it can still handle. But I wouldn't want to push this into any turns or corners. I would not want to do that. But it sure has a good top end. It sure has a good top end. Like, it may not have the best 0 to 60 time with all this wiggly waggly, but the top end on this thing is good. But once you get used to it a little bit more, it starts feeling better. You start to kind of understand how the power here is. It becomes more predictable. But don't floor it in the rain though, not a good idea. Explorers are always such a nerve. I'm not going to disable the traction. I'm not going to do any of that because that way we're just going to spin. Launch control, I'm not going to worry about that either. At the end of the day, we are trying to do a real life test. And unless we have a prepped surface and excellent tires, launch control isn't really going to do anything for us in this case. I really like the sound of this V8. Gets people turning. Oh, that was bad. Let's try one more time. Reset the Dragy. 3, 2, 1. All right. There we go. Alrighty. Whew. So we did 0 to 60 in 4.77 seconds valid. Very impressive. We did the 1/8 mile at 8.35 at 89.8 miles. Very good. 50 to 80 was 3.3. We did quite an impressive time, I gotta say. I was not expecting for us to even get out of the 5 seconds at all. Definitely has good power. Jeez. I really like the way it accelerates from a roll, and how instant and lag-free this powertrain is. I do not know whether this specific Challenger is modified or not. I have no idea. Could be fully stock, maybe it's not. If one of you are Mopar experts and you can tell me under the hood if that's stock or custom, please let me know. Because this definitely moves very fast for a stock Challenger. That Chevy is so anxious right now. Can't believe it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. As far as my summary and the wrap up on this test drive, I've really enjoyed this Challenger. Honestly, this is a much better daily, personally, in my opinion, than per se an RS5, just in my opinion, ride-wise. I love the sound and the pickup, how responsive and predictable it is just all the time. Like, I know exactly what's gonna happen and how it's gonna react to my input. I love it. I wish they didn't stop making these Chargers and Challengers, because this is really a gem. Too sad they get stolen so much, and there's just so much issues with you know, all the logistics of owning this car. But I still think this is a heck of a gem. I love the seats. I love the ride of a sporty two-door like this. It's sort of like a mix of a sports car, a yacht, and a truck. It's like a mix of 3 different things, and I like that. Definitely very enjoyable. Well, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time.